Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother Sean Ali here at Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali. And as always, I thank each and every one of you for tuning in with me and giving me some of your valuable time. And as always, I pray that this brief message is received in the spirit that I am striving to deliver it in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course, and always, in the spirit and in the name of God. Family, this brief message is revolved around one question. Are you sick or are you eating wrong? Are you really sick? Or do you really have a disease, or are you simply eating wrong? And this is based on the concepts of us understanding that food is our medicine. So we have two scientific concepts. One, food is your medicine. Two, you are what you eat. So if we are looking at those two concepts, that food is medicine, right? And that you are what you eat. So if you have a disease or a sickness or an imbalance, it has to start with food, because food is your medicine and you are what you eat. So that means what you are right now. What you are right now is a byproduct in the summation of what you eat, of the food and the items that you are putting in your mouth. So we gotta look. Now, if you put something in your body that your body does not want or need, what does it do with it? See, this is a logical, scientific question that we all must ask ourselves before we eat. If you put something in your body that it does not want or need, what happens? Food is your medicine and you are what you eat. So now, when you eat something, you have the process of metabolism, right? This takes the whatever you put in your mouth and it processes it. It breaks it down and it transfers it and transforms it into whatever your body needs. So your body, whatever you put in your mouth, your body will use for energy or it will use for building blocks. That's the concept of food is medicine and you are what you eat. It's based on your metabolism. That's the process that in your body that uses the food that you eat to convert it into the medicine that you need. This is the process that takes the food that you eat and converts you into what you are eating. So when we look at what's going on with me, when we look that I have an imbalance, I have a sickness, I have a disease, are you really sick or are you suffering the side effects from what you are eating? Are you eating wrong? Now let's take a look. When you are looking at the causes of death, right? You have two lists. You have a list of the causes of death and you have a list of the actual causes of death. So this, when you're looking at the actual, causes of death, this is what causes heart disease. This is what causes cancer. This is what causes respiratory problems. This is what causes that list of diseases or imbalance that kill you. So this list is different. So number one, is smoking. Number 2, poor diet and lack of exercise. Number 3, alcohol. So listen, this list, the actual causes of death, this list is a list that compromises the main things that cause heart disease, cancer, respiratory problems, nervous problems, mental problems. See, this list is what actually causes the imbalance that they give a name to. This list, smoking is number 1. Number 2 is poor diet and lack of exercise. Number 3 is alcohol. They have a 4, 5, and 6, and 7, but these 3 represent the top 3 ways that we die here in America. So this means if you don't smoke, this means if you don't drink alcohol, the only other way you can get sick is poor diet and lack of exercise. So I ask you, according to science of the actual causes of death, this is what actually causes the cellular failure, the tissue failure, the organ failure, the system failure that causes you and I to die. These are the actual causes of death. Number 1 is smoking. Number 2, poor diet and lack of exercise. Number 3 is alcohol. These are lifestyle. These are indicators of your lifestyle. So listen, if you don't smoke cigarettes, if you don't drink alcohol, and if you are sick, the only other way you can get sick is poor diet and lack of exercise. So are you really sick? Or are you just eating wrong? See, do you understand nutrition? So I went to school because I wanted to be a nutritionist, because the average doctor does not study nutrition. See, when you go to the hospital, if you have to stay in the hospital, a dietitian and a nutritionist comes in and plans your meal, not your doctor. You can be there to see an oncologist. You can be there seeing a pediatric doctor. You can be there seeing a heart specialist. It doesn't matter. A cardiologist. It doesn't matter. They don't describe or plan your meal. You have a nutritionist, a dietitian that looks at what's going on with you. And according to what's going on with you, they plan your meal. They plan your nutrition, because food is your medicine and you are what you eat. So the doctor that's treating you does not know nutrition. So listen, I am a certified nutrition specialist. Here at Supreme Health and Fitness, we study nutrition so we can apply the science of food being medicine, and we could apply the science of you are what you eat. Why? So we can eliminate the actual cause of death. Because if you don't smoke, if you don't drink alcohol, and if you don't have a poor diet, and if you exercise enough, then you can eliminate heart disease, cancer, respiratory infections, and all of the other things that's on the list that cause death. If you eliminate your cause of death, what are you left with? If you eliminate your causes of death, what are you left with? These are the actual causes of death. This is how they find we die. So if you eliminate the ways that we die, listen, if we can go down the list and eliminate the actual causes of death, what are you left with? Abundant life. So come on, family, because this is a brief message. So listen, Let's understand nutrition, right? Let's understand nutrition real quick. Let's understand nutrition. So food is medicine, right? But in nutrition, you have two basic categories. In the science of nutrition, you have two basic categories. You have your macro and you have your micronutrients. See, you have your macro means big. Micro means little. Macro means big, huge. Micro is root for microscopic. So the nutrients in the macro category, we need a lot of. The nutrients that's in the macro category or the micro category, we need minuscule amounts. So now let's take a look at the macronutrients. Number one, carbs. Number two, fat. Number three, protein. So listen to me. If you are tired or if you think you need energy, right? What do you pick or what do you think is your body's number one source of energy? Listen, I'm a nutritionist. So this is nutrition science, okay? The science of nutrition. Because I want you to understand, are you sick or are you eating wrong? Because the number two actual cause of death is poor diet and lack of exercise. Because you can think you are eating right because you are eating good foods. But if you don't know how to eat them, when to eat them, or what your body actually needs, then not only are you not getting healthy, but you are hurting yourself. So you got macronutrients, which means big, which means you need on a regular large amount. Your number one source of energy, the body's number one source of energy is glucose or a carbohydrate. Number one source of energy. All of the energy in the universe comes from the sun. Through the process of photosynthesis, the plant takes that unseen energy and it converts it into a carbohydrate. When you eat the plant, your body unlocks it and unleashes that sunlight, and your body converts it into what you need. This comes in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. When your body needs energy, at a cellular level, your cells, they take oxygen and it takes glucose and it combines and makes ATP. This is a molecule that has it's a 3-chain molecule. So when your body needs energy, when you think you are tired and you need energy to go, when your body needs energy for your heart to beat, when your body needs energy for your bones and your muscles to grow, when your body needs energy for your eyes to blink, when your body needs energy for your brain to think, when your body needs energy for your digestive system to work, when your body needs energy for that cell to reproduce and keep the DNA intact and youthful, it takes oxygen and it takes glucose and it makes ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And when you need energy, it will break that bond and release. When you need energy, it will break that bond and release. When you need energy, it will break that bond and release. If you don't eat carbohydrates, your body does not have glucose to produce ATP. Your cells will oxidize because your cell does not have the ingredients to produce the energy it needs to survive. So that cell will become oxidized. The DNA inside of that cell will become corrupt. It will start to unravel. This will cause that cell to suffer a premature, unnatural death. That's the foundation for cancer. That's the foundation for a cold. That's the foundation for your death. Food is medicine. So listen, if you don't know what to eat, your body does not have what it needs to just be alive naturally. So listen, by 30, by 40, your body starts to break down. Now all of a sudden you getting colds every season. Man, you're getting sinus infections every season. You're getting headaches. You're starting to get tired. You can't move around. You're getting arthritis. Your body starts to break down. Why? Because your number one source of energy is a carbohydrate. So now that you aren't eating your carbs, you think you are sick. I'm tired. I'm not feeling good. Something is wrong. You go to the doctors. The doctors say, hey, there's nothing wrong. All your tests are negative. Here's some pain medicine and sends you home. Now let's go real quick because your macronutrients, your micro micronutrients means small. This is your vitamins and minerals. That's your vitamins and your minerals, your micronutrients, meaning small, meaning you do not need vitamins and minerals every day. Listen to me. Vitamins and minerals have no calories. They are not energy yielding elements. You can eat all the vitamins and all the minerals you want, and you will not gain energy because our body, the energy is measured in calories. Vitamins and minerals have 0 calories. They produce 0 energy. Listen, you can pop a B12, you can pop a B6, you can pop a B16, you can pop a D, a C, a K, a E. It doesn't matter. Calories produce energy. Your macronutrients are calories, your carbs, your fat, your protein. Micronutrients are small. Vitamins and minerals have 0 calories. They cannot produce 0 energy. Now, if you put something in your body that your body does not need, what happens? See, somebody told you to take your vitamins every day. What happens when you take your macronutrients every day? What happens when you take the small nutrients and you replace them and you put them as the big nutrients? See, are you sick or are you eating wrong, family? See, do you know nutrition? Do you know the science of nutrition? I am a certified nutrition specialist here in Maryland. I'm trying to give you the science of nutrition because my clients, they come to me and they think they are sick. They think they have the worst diagnoses in the world. And once I hear their story, they're not sick. Food is your medicine. You are what you eat. So if you have cancer, listen to me. If you have AIDS, HIV, if you have lupus, if you have sickle cell, if you have a cold, a flu, if you got arthritis, if food is medicine, and if you are what you eat, then your cancer, your AIDS, your HIV, your sickle cell, your lupus, it has to start the process for your body to develop these ailments has to start with what you are eating. The number 2 actual cause of death, poor diet and lack of exercise. This means that you can eat your way into sickness and death. So when you are looking at your micronutrients, listen, this is everybody homework assignment. The FDA, this is a printout from this is the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. This is a printout from their website it says fortify your knowledge about vitamins. This is a part of the curriculum that we study in nutrition school to become a nutritionist. So listen, I just want to share with you what this says. So this is a part of the report that I'm going to be reading from right here. And the report says vitamins are not dangerous unless you get too much of them. He said more is not necessarily better with supplements, especially if you take fat soluble vitamins. Woo! Now listen. Within the vitamins, you got fat soluble, and you got water soluble. Do you know what that means? See, your vitamin A, your vitamin D, those are fat soluble vitamins. Your vitamin C's and B's and K, those are water soluble vitamins. Do you know what it means to have the difference? See, so you taking vitamin A, you popping these vitamins, you popping vitamin D's. But listen, fat soluble means that it needs your body fat to metabolize. So if you take vitamin A, these fat soluble vitamins, these vitamins need fat already inside of your body to metabolize. But if you don't need them, see, these are micro. So if you don't need the vitamin, it turns into fat. That's what fat soluble means. It means it needs your existing fat to metabolize, but it also means if you don't need it, it turns into adipose fat tissue. So if you pop it, listen, somebody told you that your micronutrients you need every day. So are you sick or are you eating wrong? I want to show you really quick what this report says from the Food and Drug Administration. This is on this section right here is on the side effects from too many vitamins. So it says from vitamin A, retinol is another name for it. So vitamin A, nausea, vomiting, headaches, dizziness, blurred vision, clumsiness, birth defects, liver problems, possible risk of osteoporosis. You may be at greater risk of these effects if you drink high amounts of alcohol or you have liver problems, high cholesterol levels, or don't get enough protein. Listen, these are the side effects from having too much vitamin A. This is the side effect from having too much vitamin A. So if you think you need vitamins every day, listen, nausea, vomiting, headaches, dizziness, blurred vision, clumsiness, birth defect. See, do you give your children those vitamins every day? Do your child act dizzy sometimes? Does he act clumsy sometimes? Does he have problems or she have problems with their vision? Do you get headaches? See, you got vitamins. Almost every processed food is fortified with vitamins, particularly vitamin A and D. So the side effects from them, you might think you are sick. You might think you got a cold or a flu or some other type of disease or sickness, but you could just be eating wrong. Listen, these are the side effects from vitamin D: nausea, vomiting, poor appetite, constipation, weakness, weight loss, confusion, heart rhythmia problems, deposits of calcium and phosphate in soft tissues. Vitamin D is in milk, it's in breads, it's in almost any processed grainy food, cereals. It's in. Listen, nausea, vomiting, poor appetite, constipation, weakness, weight loss, confusion, heart rhythmia problems. The number one cause of death is heart-related problems. Are you sick or are you eating wrong? Do you know what nutrition is? Do you know the science of nutrition? Have you replaced your micronutrients and made your small nutrients into your big nutrients? And are you hurting yourself? Are you causing your sickness by eating wrong? How do we know? Because food is medicine and you are what you eat. So if you are sick or have a disease, it has to begin with how you are eating. So family, I just wanted to come with a brief message to shed some light and some insight on, are you sick or are you eating wrong? If you put something in your body that your body does not want or need, what happens? What happens? So when you eat something that your body does not want or need, and your body goes through the motions of trying to get rid of it, you might have a headache, you might feel nausea, you might feel dizzy, you might feel sick, weak. But that might be your body trying to get rid of something you put in it that it doesn't want or need. It causes an imbalance. Now, if you wake up the next day and you keep putting something else in you, if you take vitamins every day, if you wake up and you start your day with vitamin A and vitamin D and all of these other processed vitamins, you will never be well. You will always be causing your sickness. If you need help or somebody you know needs help, please feel free to contact us, family. We are here waiting for you to want to be healthy so we can help you. We don't do it. All we do is to help you to help yourself. We help you to help yourself. So when you're ready, we're ready. I thank you all for tuning in, family, and giving me and us and sharing with us some of your valuable time, some of your God energy. God said where there's two at in his name, he's the third. Where there's three, he's the fourth. So all we need is one of you. When we get together, we can make manifest the force and power of God. And all God has to do is say, be. And it is, and you and I, we are the express, direct, perfect image and likeness of God. Woohoo, man. Are you sick or are you eating wrong? Do you know the difference? Man, family, I leave you as I came in the greeting words of peace. Salam alaikum. Hotel, Black Power. Power to the people. Peace.